It's blacks on the beat.
Biafra, the only hope we have. We salute you. We appreciate you. We salute you. We appreciate you. No. Amadike, one no Biafra. Odogu, Chukwaki, Kechekwagi, let it in the rocky. Dragon Master, Biko do. My Prime Minister, Atakata Abo. Take us to bus stop. The era you to Nayasi. Anya Chikanewo, the one you know in a jogodo. We want to go. Yo. No. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, download. Media people, GCK. Deep down our heart, oh, Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you. We are very, very grateful. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nobody cause it deep. You got a number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you.
It's blacks on the beat.
They're going to put your yo. Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Force, Biafra Marino, Biafra National League, Omunikwe Battalion, Nina Cheko Bodanyo, we cannot forget all your sacrifice. No. Nobody cause it deep, you got a number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Biafra is here. Special thanks to Musa by the Prime Minister.
It's blacks on the beat.
All right, my people, I bring greetings anywhere you are watching from this wonderful morning, this wonderful afternoon, evening. I greet you in the name of God Almighty. We will continue to do the needful, and the needful is to make sure we preach the truth. Master Nnamdi Kanu said that with the truth we will destroy them. With the truth we shall overcome them, we shall conquer them. I greet everyone where they come this wonderful morning, this wonderful day, anywhere you are. I can see John Wood, Ndewomazi, Nolini, I greet you. John Wood again, Linus Nwofuru, Ndewono, Mushineke. I greet you anywhere you are coming from, anywhere you are journeying from. Wonderful people of Biafra. Ndi Ihioma Nwana Dema Don't Clean. I greet you. Whether you are in the comment section, whether you are not in the comment section, I greet you all. I welcome you all this wonderful morning as well. You see, we will continue to do what we know how. We go fight for this freedom. We know the stop. We no go stop, because any day you stop, you are gone. That's one thing you must know. If you think to stop, you are gone. So I want us to know that our freedom is in our own hands. Just like we had a man, Joe Ayaba, said to the people of Ambazonia that their freedom, he was telling them, your own freedom is in your own hand, and you are going to keep and possess and keep this your freedom door by door, window by window, wall by wall, block by block, inch by inch. And to get this freedom, if it means eye for an eye, leg for leg, mouth for mouth, let it be. But get your freedom. Our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if Biafra will be the last miracle on the earth, that will not mean. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if you buy all of us finish, now one person remain, that one person will establish the new heaven on earth, Biafra. Mazi Simon Egba said this, if it is the last thing I will do, let it be. But this Biafra, you will never, never, never stop it from coming. Biafra must come. One night egwu wee sị gị na Biafra ga-abịarịrị, Ifechukwu delede ga-emelele, ma ọ sọrọ gị ma ọ sọghọ gị, like it or not, Biafra must come. And we can see that we are now all today on the road to Biafra. On the road to Biafra. We are no longer on the road. We are now at the gate of Biafra. On the road to Biafra has become things that we passed to get to this point. We are now all at the gate, at the entrance of Biafra. And we must get into this gate. We must get into this gate. We have gone through a lot, gone through hell, gone through man, gone through demons, gone through women. We have died, we have been killed, we have cried, we have laughed, we have slept, we have worked. We have gone through sleepless night to get to this point. When you look back and see the length, the far you've gone to get to what you have sacrificed, what you have gone through to get to where you are now, you will understand that nothing, absolutely nothing is enough to push you back. Nothing is enough, nothing worth you going back to say, I am no longer interested. Nothing. Completely nothing. That is why we must continue to do the needful. We no get choice. There is no two ways. There is no shortcut. Like Benjamin Netanyahu said, this is your freedom. And you must do everything to keep this your freedom. You have no choice. There is no second option for you. It's either you fight to keep it or you don't fight and lose it. Sonokos, I remember, said in his song, he said, freedom is now or never. We got to take it or lose it forever. Our freedom is now or never. We must fight and get it for good. It's either you get it or you lose it. If you don't get it,
It's black.
No, I'm trying to get you off so I'll have space, okay? So it's either you fight for your freedom or you lose your freedom. And when we are talking about, when we are trying to explain, when we try to explain this freedom, getting it, not getting it, losing it, not losing it, I want us truly to understand what this freedom really means. This freedom the truth about this freedom. The truth about this freedom is that when you don't have freedom, you will be like, I don't know what you will be like. I don't know what you will look like. That is, if you have life, if you have this life and you don't have freedom, you are worse than one that don't even have the life. This is just the simple truth. And we must understand this. If you have life and you don't have freedom, it would have been better for you that you don't even have life. It would be better for you not to have life. Okay? Don't even have life, because life without freedom is just useless. Okay? Life without freedom is useless and needless. You don't need it. What's the point of being alive and living in oxygen for your life? That's what it looks like. If you need this life, if you need this life, you need freedom. This is simple truth we must tell ourselves. Okay. Like it or don't like it. If you need life, you need freedom. You don't just need only the life, you need freedom. Because without freedom, your life is just useless. This is one thing we must understand. So I welcome every one of us this morning. And when I'm telling you about this freedom, I'm telling you about the Biafra restoration, the Biafra final exit from Nigeria. And this exit is not the exit that after exiting, we are coming back again. No. This is the exit that once exited for good. We are not coming back. And we are going to exit this thing we called people, nation, or whatever once for all. So, my people, you are welcome this morning once again. Like I said, we will continue to do the needful. We no get choice. Like I said, you no get choice. If you get choice, I don't know what your choice looks like. I don't know what your choice is, but I know of a truth that me and you, we no get choice, but to make sure that we get this freedom. By fire, by fire. Out part, I greet you, Patience Ojuku Ndewo, Don Clean, Linus Nwufuru, John Wodo, Nolin. I greet all of you this morning. Anyway, you are joining me from, please do me a favor. Hit the like button for me. Just try and like for me. This morning, Nnonso Nkwa, we will look into. So I've not even gone into today's journal, so I don't know what Nigerian news is saying. I'm just telling you what this program I'm doing, just based on what happened, what I saw yesterday. So I don't know, maybe by the time I go into today's journal, both their news stream and the newspaper, TV, I'll be able to know what happened today in Nigeria, because Nigeria will want to ship one also. There is no way you look into Nigeria, you don't see something that is funny, you don't see things that are not supposed to be, you don't see things going backward, you don't see evil upon the people. Mazu go on them. I greet you. I greet you so much. Thank you. Mos Bernard, Okoriwu Ndewo, Ogochukwu Emmanuel, Emi Sami, Biarule, no. I greet all of us. Ototoma, Ehihioma, Abaleoma, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. So, like I said, Musa was asked to explain or to define or to coagulate the word self-defense. You go hear what he talk. And he was asked what that Juma meant by what he said, which we will listen to. And he said his own again. We are going to be listening to all this. And then Nnonso Nkwa. We know that Biafra Defense Force were the people that burnt down the house of the so-called house of IDP training ground or rehabilitation ground. We know. And then all of a sudden, and we know that the news was not just did not just pop up. The news was in we saw the news everywhere. We saw the news. The news was in Nigeria television, in Nigeria journals. But today, Hope Uzodima is after Nnonso Nkwa. That Nnonso Nkwa is the one that incited the violence. And I want us to know that Nnonso Nkwa has nothing to do with. Nnonso Nkwa is even against what we are doing as Biafran people to free Biafra land. Nnonso Nkwa, I just want us to get this picture that the people you call IPOB Nigeria and the government of Nigeria are always looking for opportunity or an irony to get on the innocent people of Biafra land. There are today, all of you know that for ages, Hope Uzodima have been cat and rat with Nnonso Nkwa because Nnonso Nkwa is there. When Nnonso Nkwa sees things, he says things. He sees something, he says something, and the Hope Uzodima is not taking that lightly with him. He don't like it because he's reporting the atrocities the people of the government of Hope is committing, reporting the evil Asari Dokubo with the Nigeria police and army are committing in Biafra land, how they do kidnapping, how they do raping and other things they do, kidnapping and they removing something from person, but they take and they do business. Nnonso Nkwa, they talk all this, so they are against him. So Hope Uzodima today is fighting against Nnonso Nkwa. We will talk about it. But firstly, I would like, when you hear Obasanjo tell you, we use Igbo again to get Igbo, I want us to know that Sabo, you see Sabo, the person that bought your brother from you will never, can never, is never going to trust you, like you, appreciate you. This person only used you to achieve his goal. Does not mean he have anything with you. He only used you. I remember when I was in Swiss. One day we come out in the morning like this. One guy, I think that was Saturday morning or Monday morning, I can't remember. So he came out and told us his story. He went to a club, and in the club, one woman, he said, as he described the woman for us, classic. In the club, carry and go home. As they go home, they don't sleep to finish. You understand now? They don't cry or finish. Before 6 o'clock, the woman wake her up. Where is there for fine bed now? You dey sleep for coping now, so you don't see fine bed. He dey enjoy the snow. And the woman, he said the woman will wake her up. As he open eye, turn back to sleep, the woman wake her up with anger. Get up. As he dey wake her up now, so he said that like this, the woman carrying cloth, put for him body, tell him, get out. He said, it is say na dreaming there. He go wash his face for bathroom, come out. The woman say, oh yeah, out, 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 out. Now, so the man put you and come off for the door, lock door. And then we laugh. We laugh at the woman used you to satisfy herself. She said, eh? We tell her, yes. Now, so it be. When you go club, they see you, they like you, they go carry you, go satisfy themselves. And when they finish, they throw you out. That is why I'm telling you this story. Is just about those that believe they can sabotage Biafra. It's about those that believe that they can stop what we are doing. You will always end up crying. Ask yourself today, where is Rocha Sokrocha? Where is Dave Omahe? Where is Hope Uzodima? Where is all these people? Where is Ameshi Rotimi? Where is the Emefere? Where are these people? Where is Ojo Sokalo? After their reign, after the gigantic, mighty reign, where are they today? They are nowhere to be seen because they were used only for what they are good for. So I will listen to Obasanjo again before we continue.
I don't believe that anybody in this country should be driven away from any part of this country, because this country we own it together. When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, even though we were.
He used Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba. He used everybody to achieve his means. But above all, even though what? Listen again.
From any part of this country, because this country we own it together.
I want you to listen to the statement. Even though, listen.
When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, even though we were fighting against Igbos. Not that you should go, but that you should.
Fighting for the unity of this country. Who are they fighting for the unity of this country? Igbo. I want us to get this message. Good. I want us to digest it. Bible said you should put it in the forehead of your head. Put them here so that you no go forget them every minute, every second of your life. The fight to keep Nigeria is the fight against you. Against you as a Biafran man. The fight to keep Nigeria is to destroy you, is to exterminate you. That is why this man told you that instead of Igbo man to benefit, for Nigeria to stand, it will be better for Nigeria to become an evil forest. Listen to him.
Talks about killing your premier. Add on top of that the North's general hate of the East, and you can start to get the picture of the sort of tribal tension Nigeria was heading towards.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions coming out with a...
Did you get the message? They will employ you on contract. Even these Yoruba Afon-Jars that think they own Nigeria. Are you getting the message? That is why when they give you a job, they have modernized. He said when he came here, that was Lagos. So he was talking. Ahmadu Bello was speaking from Lagos. When he came here, there was no northerner here, but now he has northernized the place. The plan is to northernize the whole place. The plan is to funalize the whole place. The plan is to Islamize the whole place. Are you getting the message? So when you see somebody like Wike claiming to be a minister, he is there on contract, because before you assume the office, a paper has been given to you. You read and agree with the terms and conditions they gave you, you sign for them. That is why when you see somebody as a governor in Imo, he is doing something as if somebody is remote controlling him. That is why they don't have the mind, the will of their own. They are being controlled by some people. I want you to know that when you hear a fight against Igbo, is a fight to comot you, make you no follow, make you no even join. If not, I want to ask, what fight is Obasanjo fighting against the Igbo? What peace are you fighting for? No, ask yourself, what is the peace he wants to sustain? What happened to the peace? Who took away the peace? Where is this peace? Yes, Emi Sami. He said he came 1952, and I asked where did he came from? Which country did he came from? This is what, when we tell you that these people came, they were not part of us. It's just like the one P2B used for running mate. They came as well, probably in 70s, probably in 80s, with the Baba Med. They are not originally from here. Whenever they come, that's why I tell you, when you hear that they are coming, they are only coming to occupy, finish. Whenever they step their foot into any place, they know they come out again. No. That place don't be. Listen, as you are now, if they step their feet into any house, that house has become their ancestral house. Not even that it has become their own house. It has become their own ancestral house. You that has been there before they were born, you that your ancestors has been there, have become a total alien. That is why they say you are an infidel. You are a stranger to your own ancestral land. I want us to get the message. So Obasanjo fighting for which peace? There is a video I will show us that is making me bring, that is pushing me to bring all these clips to you. There's a video I will show you. I'm telling you about those that are sabotaging Biafra. When you think standing, allying, killing with these people to fight against coming of Biafra, at the end, they are going to eliminate you. You will see it. Let us watch.
From any part of this country, because this country we own it together. When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba. Even though we were fighting against Igbos, not that you should go, but that you should come. And I used Igbos to fight Igbos to come. So if anybody...
Did you get the message? Now I want you to listen.
So please. Royal Highness, Igwe Chris Naman. Ame the one of Ajama for autonomous community. I am so bitter. I am so bitter
Listen very
that
well.
even for me to have to cry at this age, I've never seen this thing. This is for my 70 years, and I've never seen this thing. Tears come into my ears and say what is happening in my community now. It made me to cry because it has never been heard or seen that somebody ndị Igbo na-atụ na-asị onye na-esi ka ya chụọ nta na ụkwụ ya dịzị ka ụkwụ anụ. It surprises me that the money is ruling the world. If not so, how can the commander of Octopus came and arrest my people, neighborhood, that helped Enugu State in everybody, the army and the police to chase away IPOB. They are now charging them that the IPOB.
Did you hear that? That their people all helped Nigeria to fight against us, to fight against their own freedom. And after they have helped them to fight, when you hear our Prime Minister tell you that the Enugu people were the ones responsible for Nigeria army fighting against them, you know, to understand them. It's good that it came out from his mouth. Their chief, he said, when we tell you that all these people you hear that are royal majesty, majesty royal, highness this one, that one highness, that have no, when I tell you that all these people have no value, not for themselves, not for anybody, you will not understand. These are the same people that will come out and tell you they are your traditional rulers. These are the same valueless, empty things that come out and work against their own people to get pocket peanuts. These are the people. Are you getting the message? You get the message. They have sold out IPOB. They have sold out Nnamdi Kanu. They have sold out our Biafran army. They have sold out our ESN. They have sold out everybody that believe in freedom. And then, after the buyers have finished buying, they came back and they take all of them away. Is it clear? I am going to put the video to play again from beginning, but this is my point. When you help this Musa, help anybody to betray the coming of Biafra, number one thing you must understand is that you will not be able to stop Biafra from coming. You will not be able to betray Biafra from coming. Now, they have succeeded in betraying their own people that are interested in fighting for freedom. And they have succeeded in wiping them out. After the Nigerian army have wiped them out, the same commander that worked with him and his people came back and began taking away his own people that were working with him. And then he told them that all of you are IPOB. Is this thing very clear now? That no matter what you do for these people, you remain to them an Igbo man. You remain to them an Igbo woman, an Igbo man. It doesn't matter what you do. That's why I tell you that people like Devu Mahi, some Hopus of them, and the rest of them, they will only use you to get what they want. At the end of the road, they go trash you. They go trash you. When you use when you use anything, finish. You don't need them again. What you go do? Boom, dustbin. To them, you be like a food where they don't eat it, digest it. The next thing is not to shit you out or flush you. You the shit keep them. You the shit the rubber for body. You don't shit. You don't see who shit. You carry them decorate them somewhere. You shit. You flush them away. That is what they see you like. So now listen to him from beginning. I'm not going to touch the video again. Sorry for interjecting before. Listen to him. How they sold out Biafrans, and after selling them out, the same Nigeria came and they start doing them the same thing. Listen.
I'm the one of Ajama of autonomous community. I am so bitter. I am so bitter that even for me to have to cry at this age, I've never seen this thing. This is for my 70 years, and I've never seen this thing. Tears come into my ears, except what is happening in my community now. It made me to cry because it has never been heard or seen that somebody ndị Igbo na-atụ na-asị onye na-esi ka ya chụọ nta na ụkwụ ya dịzị ka ụkwụ anụ. It surprises me that money is ruling the world. If not so, how can the commander of Octopus came and arrest my people, neighborhood, that helped Enugu State in everybody, the army and the police to chase away IPOB. They are now charging them that the IPOB terrorists and all this thing because I refuse to yield to his demand. It is unbearable. I don't know. I don't know whether we still have a hope in this country. But well, that is why I'm crying for the press to help me shout, let the world hear. So please, that's my own stand.
Then when they arrested them for 19 days now, we heard that they were shot in the legs. Is it true?
It is true now. It can be seen now. The press should order them. Let them produce them. Let us see them, as if they're not having wounds. And they shot them on the leg. And they even, like somebody who has spoken to me, he said, we did not do this, but they hang us, that they were shooting us. That he admitted that case, that being part of the crime, because they said if you don't admit, they will kill him. That's why he admitted. Before he surrendered himself, because they were not the person who arrested him. I was the person who asked him to go and report to himself when I heard that rumor. Is it because I could not succumb to the Chikodre or Chidebele demand and the Ofomata? They were cursing me. They don't even know that I'm a state man. That I am, what do you call, a senior citizen. Years dropped from me, from my eyes, for over 70 years now that I am.
So what is you crying for the Nigerians to do for you, to help you?
Nigerians to hear what is happening and they come and then assist me so that they should leave these people instead of killing innocent people. How can you hang people, torture them, make them to make a confessional statement on crime they did not commit? It is unbearable. Please, the people should come and they investigate this matter if it is true, because at least my cousin Abi, they arrested before I asked him to go and report himself. Is it because I did not adhere to the demand and I said I cannot come to the office because I see that office is a corrupt office? That's why I refuse to go there again.
Or have you reported this matter to the state government, as you are the representative of government in your community?
Well, if you go to the government, the last time I went to government house, they said I should write petition to Commissioner for Police. But people were telling me, the same police that you are writing petition against, that will handle it. How do you write it? So that's why I say I decided to come to the press instead of writing. Because I feel it's not fair for me to start writing. Nigeria, where you are, how can you write a petition to police, against police? So the protocol officer in the government house advised me to write to Commissioner of Police after explaining to him the scenario, something was happening. But on my own, when I thought over it and then see the situation of the country, I decided not to write any petition. But they still carry my Abba that Igwe is writing petition against them. Igwe is doing that. Is that why you should be persecuting people, killing people? Where is God? Do they know God? They know that God will ask them all these things, even if they have power.
You know why I had to laugh? He is calling God. Hey! No, but I believe everybody know we all heard him. Abi, who they here we no understand him? Let me know. Who they here? Obed, I greet you. Who they here? I beg you, try and like this program for me. Hit the like button as you dey watch me. Even if you want come out, even if you no like me, hit say you no like him. If you like him, put them like this. Thank you so much. Do that for me. So we all heard him. That is why I dey like build them. So when I come, you go understand them. This is the story. Igbo to bring Igbos. We use Igbos to destroy the work of Igbos. This is the story. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Ameshi. Thank you. Thank you. I know that people will hear this and people will still say it's a lie. But this is just a tip of what is happening amongst our people. And when they finish using them, they go finish them. Probably, remember he said something. He said that the people they used, him and his people will work together with the commander, that is police or army, commander, not commander of Biafra army, commander of Nigeria army. They work together to get rid of Biafrans, the people that want Biafra in Enugu. And after all this, they came back and they begin to take away his people simply because he refused to agree to his terms. The question is, what is these terms? Have you imagined what the terms should be or could be or would look like? The terms will be nothing more than him himself and his people to relocate to another place so that the Fulanese will come and occupy their land. I'm telling you the truth. He said because he refused to agree to his terms. He refused to abide by the condition. So he have finished. When they come, they use you to remove your brother. So you will be very easy for them to remove. Because when you are too many, you will be very difficult for them to. But when you are few, easy job. So what is this condition? Probably that they should allow Fulanese to become king, emirs in their land. Him as a traditional ruler will be giving paying obeisance to Fulanese. He said no. And their problem started. This is a video you can analyze each by word, but we have to let it. I just say make I breathe them in. Make I breathe them in before we continue to do what we are doing. So today, we all know the man called Nnonso Nkwa. And we all know Hope Uzodima. Make we start with Nnonso Nkwa and Hope Uzodima. Nnonso Nkwa today is being persecuted because Hope Uzodima is looking for a way of bringing this guy down, either by putting him inside the ground or anyhow they want to do him. He's just after him now. And he's out now shouting, if anything happens to me, Ho Uzodima responsible. Now waiting in the talk yesterday when I see him. In the shout, in the cry for help. Because Hope Uzodima say, na him go tell people of Biafra, na him go tell Simon Ekpa, na him make broadcast, we make Simon Ekpa, we make a Biafra, we make a whoever they call to hear about the BLF, BDF, to hear about the Funani Recyclonic to hear about the IDP camp, rehabilitation center, schooling, open university. I want you to remember something again. In the video we listened to yesterday, they told you that Imo state government said they are not aware of this project. How come now the same Imo state is going after Nnonso Nkwa, saying that Nnonso Nkwa made a broadcast? Why should he make a broadcast? Nnonso Nkwa got the information from Nigerian news media the same way me and you got the information. I want us to see. And after this, our prime minister still came out. The prime minister came out and they make it clear that the persons, the people, the whoever responsible for this is BLA, Biafra Liberation Army. He say na them do am. No be any individual do am. So if you want to fight, go and fight BLA. Why is Hope Uzodima going to fight Nnonso Nkwa? Why would Hope Uzodima take fight to Nnonso Nkwa? This is the question we should be asking. Why? And I want us to know that their arrest is going on. They are now arresting innocent citizens. As they call them arrest, I call them arrest, make peace reign. They are now arresting or taking is better. They are now taking away people from Imo. As long as you're a man, they are taking you away. So let us listen. Who claimed this? Who is responsible for this? Hope Uzodima is calling Nnonso Nkwa. Listen.
My fellow Biafrans, in the early hour of today, 1st October 2024, the Biafra Defense Forces has destroyed, neutralized the proposed facility that was built to house and train Boko Haram in a place called Ehimembano in Imo State, former Imo State. Any more of such facility will be destroyed by Biafra forces. We call on Biafrans to give credible information on any further project of the Nigeria terrorist state targeted at bringing in Boko Haram for training in Biafra land, or to be used to house fighters that the intention was to use against Biafra forces. Because the Nigeria terrorist army has been defeated, and all they do is to bring in fighters in whatever guise.
Clear or no clear? I believe it's very clear. We heard everything. Now, if you know the people that are responsible, why are you fighting Nnonso Nkwa? Why don't you go and fight the people that are responsible? Why? Why are you arresting or taking away or kidnapping innocent youth? Anytime Biafran army will go to attack you, you will go. Biafran army say, leave our land. You know here. you are going to attack innocent people that have nothing, that have done nothing, that are doing nothing against you. How long? When will you stop? Now we go listen to Musa. Self-defense. Self-defense. Meanwhile, I forgot. Today, on the 1st of October, Amazonia, they have never allowed anything to keep them down. You see, when some people think that you can stop freedom, some people think they can stop this freedom by anything, for anything. They believe they can stop freedom from coming. I want to tell you that Nalayu, Amazonia, on the 1st of October, celebrated their independence. Watch.
General take his seat. Lieutenant Hufu SX will be raising up all the two flags. He salutes the flag. He moves in front. He untied it. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you should watch. This is a trained military, a military that has a command structure. He is putting up the flag, and
1st October 2024.
he will demonstrate. Remember that this flag, it is one of the symbols of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, he salutes the flag. He will be taking the second flag, who is an alliance with the Biafrans. It is the Biafran flag. This flag is an indication that Biafrans are putting a strong alliance with Amazonia to fight, to bundle the occupier out of our land of birth. Thank you. We will watch as Commander Ezokunu Ebululo of the Biafran will be taking up the flag. He salutes the flag.
The 1st October 2024.
We have already had
XX.
Inspection of soldiers done by the Lieutenant General. We will go directly to prayer.
I believe everybody's here. If they play, if they show, the people are not backing down. When you think, say, you carry their leader, you don't carry their freedom, na mistake you they make. A mistake you make. It just like the same thing when they thought they would took, I've forgotten the first name, the name of their first leader before Ayaba showed up. They thought when they carry and come out, everything go end. They carry and come out to show Ayaba showed up. And now they think by taking show Ayaba. And by the way, the intel I am getting is telling you that some Cameroonian officials have been invited over to Belgium. Are you getting the message? For them to keep to what Cameroon have reported to them by keeping detaining Cho Ayaba, Dr. Cho Ayaba, their officials have been invited from Cameroon to come for a meeting in Belgium. to explain their own part. Probably that will be the beginning of a roundtable discussion, accusation, agreement, disagreement. When you think you're not, but I will not say much because I'm not so sure. It's a hint that I got. But the truth is that detention or detaining Dr. Cho Ayaba is for speedy reclamation, declaration of the state of Ambazonia. Yeah. So that is it. So we move on. So let us listen to Shetima and listen to what his brother before we go to Musa. I want us to understand, and we will find out what is this human right and the freedom and self-defense. Listen to.
We are all witnesses to the heart-wrenching situation in Gaza and other Palestinian territories. We cannot discuss war and peace, conflicts and resolution, or humanitarian imperatives today without reflecting on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that has been raging since 7th August last year. Of course, the conflict predates this period and has been simmering for a better part of half a century. What it tells us is that the international community has failed to live up to the spirit and aspirations of the United Nations to rid the world of inequality, violence, and domination of one people by another. Justice is antithetical to revenge. Freedom is an inalienable right and a natural entitlement that cannot be denied to any people. The Palestinian people deserve their independence. They deserve to have a home of their own in territories already recognized by this very assembly and by international law, which is being routinely ignored. Nigeria continues to urge efforts to bring back on track the two-state solution that offers the prospect for a new beginning for the region. Nigeria reaffirms to supporting United Nations peacekeeping operations. We recognize the need for Africa to build strong and professional armies to meet the multiple challenges we face. Consequently, we reiterate the call for international support to operationalize the African standby force, in addition to the provision of requisite support and resources to ensure the upgrade, take-up, and effectiveness of a center of excellence on issues of counterterrorism in Africa. Mr. President, reform of the Security Council is critical if the UN is to strengthen its relevance and credibility in our rapidly changing world. Some permanent members of the United Nations Security Council have offered encouraging, if tentative, indications of support on the issue of reform.
All right. All right. We must continue. You get that? Now, listen to his brother.
Engage in these annual debates, we need to remind ourselves of the principles that led to the founding of the United Nations. Among those are peaceful coexistence and self-determination of peoples. In this context, Mr. President, the unresolved question of self-determination for the Palestinian people and those of Western Sahara, both nations having been adjudged by the United Nations as qualifying for this inalienable right, must now be assured and fulfilled without any further delay or obstacle. The international community has come to pin its hopes on resolving the Palestinian issue through the two-state solution, which recognizes the legitimate right of each state to exist in peace and security. The world has no more excuses or reasons to delay the implementation of the long list of Security Council resolutions on this question. Neither do we have the moral right to deny any people their freedom or condemn them indefinitely to occupation and blockade. Mr. President, delegates of member countries, United Nations is 70 years old.
Is it clear? Very clear, I believe. Very, very clear, I believe. So I want make we get the message very, very well. So now we are going to be listening to Musa, Alhaji Musa or Shehu Musa, CDS, Chief of Defense Staff Musa. We are going to be listening to him to see what he will tell you. And when he will explain this self-defense, I would like us to find out, maybe from the comment section, you will tell me your own definition of self-defense. We will find out what is this self-defense? What is the meaning of self-defense? What does it mean for one to defend him or herself, or for people to defend their self? We go look into that now. So let us begin here.
Thus, Nigeria is a culturally rich country with abundant mineral resources, but it continues to struggle with security challenges. Banditry remains a significant issue in the northern region, and movements such as the Biafra agitation in the southeast and the Yoruba Nation agitation in the southwest further complicate the security landscape. To effectively address these security concerns, it is crucial to have strong governance, community engagement, strategic coordination among security agencies, and active citizen participation. Joining us in our Abuja studio is General Christopher Gwabi Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff. And
he is coming to, we will listen. Anyone he reach, we get something to answer him. Yes, Sabine, money man, they will money man, longest time, longest time you go carry that your money come. We need that your money. We need that money. Honestly, we need it badly. So let us continue. We are going to be listening to Musa now as he comes in. Listen to him.
Also joining us in the studio to have this conversation is Sam Omashe. But let's first of all say good morning to the General. Good morning, General Christopher Gwabi Musa. Can you hear us? Yes.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Good morning, General.
Thank you very much.
Right. Sam.
Yes, I want you to assess the state of security in the country generally vis-a-vis your strategy to make things better.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sure all Nigerians are fully aware about how things used to be before and how things have begun to get better. I've always said that we're not where we want to be, but I think we're heading in the right direction. We always continue to appeal to Nigerians to remain positive, support the armed forces and security agencies. We cannot do it alone. We need the support of everyone. And the challenges we're facing, firstly, is not only in Nigeria. You know, the whole sub-region is engulfed, the African continent. In fact, the entire world is going through so many fully aware. Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Good morning, General.
Thank you very much.
Right. Sam.
Yes, I want you to assess the state of security in the country generally vis-a-vis your strategy to make things better.
Listen to Musa's strategies to make Nigeria better. Listen to him.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sure all Nigerians are fully aware about how things used to be before and how things have begun to get better. I've always said that we're not where we want to be, but I think we're heading in the right direction. We always continue to appeal to Nigerians to remain positive, support the armed forces and security agencies. We cannot do it alone. We need the support of everyone. And the challenges we're facing, firstly, is not only in Nigeria, you know, the whole sub-region is engulfed, the African continent, in fact, the entire world is going through so many challenges. So it is not different. And because we are not isolated, this insecurity also gets across to us. But what we need to do, not to despair, is to stand up to the challenges ahead and then face them squarely. And that's exactly what we're doing. It was extremely very bad. Like I said, security, asymmetric warfare, the presence of non-state actors should never be allowed to start in any country. The best thing to do is to nib it in the bud, because it's a very difficult operation. You are dealing with people you don't know. We only identify these guys when you see them carrying arms. If they are not carrying arms, they're just like normal civilians, and you are duty bound to protect them. So that's why this one is.
Now, is it clear to you why when BDF tell you that they are the ones fighting you and confronting you, they will leave them and go and they arrest or take away innocent people that they never bring back? He is justifying taking away people or kidnapping people or bringing down people or leveling down communities. The same thing they did in Odi. The same thing they did in Uguta. The same thing they did in Okwama. The same thing they are doing, they have done it in Ulini, Hala, in everywhere they are doing the same thing today. When people, you know their barracks, you know their stay, attack you, you will leave them and go to people's houses and they take them away, because you have to come to TV today to justify that they are the same people that carry arms. You don't know them. Is it not your responsible? Is it not your responsibility? Is it not your job to know as a chief defense officer? I know, say me, all this writing and the reading, I know don't understand them. So make gonna help me explain this. Now, whose job it be to find out who is fighting against the government? Now, my job. Why must Musa depend on the innocent people? When they tell you they don't know, you will forcefully take them away, and you will forcefully force them to confess that they are the ones attacking you. You listen to what that traditional ruler said before, that the people were taken away, wherever body see their leg was the or their legs, and they have been forced to accept being Biafran army. They have been forced to torture, they were tortured to accept being Biafran army, fighting against Nigeria Musa army. So Musa is here today justifying it that because you cannot identify these people except you see them carrying gun, or except you see them confronting you with arms. Outside that, they wear normal civilian clothes, you will not identify them. So Musa have to go to communities, go to people's homes, and they take away every young man. He believes that he is able to stand and carry arms and defend his land and fight against him. Musa is now doing this because he believes is what they call jungle warfare and asymmetric warfare. Continue on this.
It's different from the conventional kind of warfare where you know your enemy, you know where they are, you know how to go about them. So confronting the current challenges is all of society approach. Every Nigerian has a role to play. Every individual living in Nigeria also has a role to play. And I think we're working towards that together.
Now, there are people who narrowly escape you, they see for hospital. Don't think say they are Biafrans or they are so-called Nigerian. No. Now there are people where escape body bag, but when they escape the body bag today, tomorrow they no go escape them.
Right. And like some other Nigerians, we must commend the effort of the military so far at addressing the matter of insecurity in the country. And if you look at the papers this morning, Senator Ali Ndunde is saying that there is the need to engage the services of military contractors to wipe out terrorists. And he went ahead to also say that military, civilian JTF are ill-equipped to carry out the task of eliminating remaining insurgents. How do you respond to this statement coming from the senator?
Senator Ndunde is somebody I know very well, and he speaks from his heart. But I know I've been with him when I was in the theater in Maiduguri. We have met severally, and he has understood clearly that what we're facing, while Nigeria is not isolated from the entire world, is a new world order where insecurity prevails everywhere, and we're doing the best we can. The idea of having contractors, military contractors, is still going to be the same problem. Once they come in, they are going to aggravate your issue so that they will remain for a very long period to be able to gain more money. They are going to be very expensive. So why waste that money? Why not use that money to build your own military? Now the president has approved DICON to start production of military hardware. I can tell you for free that why this thing has been prolonged for so long, two things. One, we are signatories to human rights. And human rights demands that once we see civilians wherever we're supposed to take a military action, we stop. So that has actually...
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Listen again, oh. Listen to Musa again. Listen.
Once they come in, they are going to aggravate your issue so that they will remain for a very long period to be able to gain more money. They are going to be very expensive. So why waste that money? Why not use that money to build your own military? Now the president has approved DICON to start production of military hardware. I can tell you for free that why this thing has been prolonged for so long, two things. One, we are signatories to human rights. And human rights demands that once we see civilians wherever we're supposed to take a military action, we stop.
Did you hear him? That they are signatories to human rights organization. And that the human rights demand that anytime they are on operation and get to civilians area where civilians occupy, they should stop. Is it true? Did Musa, this particular Musa, did he not level down Okwama? Did the Okwama people he leveled down, did they do anything? After the first one, they went back the second time. I just want to make with them understand these people. And when he talk like this now, people go call him good Nigerian army, good Nigerian defense. I want us to read. Is he not the same people we have seen that have gone to Biafra land, where they were doing wedding and they doing naming ceremony, they destroy and they burn everything, bomb, throw away food even. Go to people's shops, go to people's business areas and destroy everything. Is it not true? Make somebody tell me, say I dey lie now. Somebody should tell me that I am lying. I want to see, say you dey lie too much for comment section. Let me see that I am lying. All these evidences are out there. They throw bomb on civilian houses. Remember the 14 youth they took out in our mama. Remember the little children. Remember the woman that told you how they were tear gassing them. Remember the Enugu. Remember the Hamufu. Remember everywhere. You can't count. You can't count. Are you seeing it? But here today he's telling you because they are human rights organization signatories, they will not do anything. It's just for you to understand. Hold on, we are coming to the point I want to talk about.
So that has actually mitigated against our ability to take direct action on several occasions. So that is one aspect. Two, we don't produce the equipment we need. Even with our money, getting the equipment has been extremely very difficult. You know, over time, There have been some international conspiracies that have affected us, denied us the ability to buy weapons directly, even with our own money. And besides, the Russian-Ukrainian war has made it extremely difficult getting equipments. Most of the equipments that have been produced now are being taken there to project that war. Now we have also the Israeli-Lebanon, the Israeli-Palestinian war ongoing. Those companies have given priorities to those other areas. So the only solution for us, one, we must produce what we need. Sometimes you hear people saying that the armed forces, the military or defense in general, is getting so much money. I said, yes. I mean, in Naira terms, good. Everything we purchase, everything we procure, we buy in hard currency. Convert these monies to hard currency and see what you can get. One precision missile from a drone is $200,000. Once you fire that missile, $200,000 is gone. So consider how many missiles you might need. Consider how many drones you will need. Consider how many aircrafts you need to buy. Ships. Fueling a ship alone takes how many? Over 20 trailers. And then how long does it take that to finish? So it's extremely very expensive. I always want to remind people that if you look at our budget and the budgets of other countries, America, that produces all the weapons and equipment they need, their budget for this year is over $800 billion. So we know the armed forces is not the only one that is struggling, because we know there are other contending issues that the government has to deal with. So we really, really understand. So the idea of bringing military contractors is not it. You look at the issues on ground. What has actually taken us to where we are today? We have always mentioned issue of good governance. The military can only do so much. We liberate a lot of areas, especially in the northeast, but then you go there, no infrastructure. There is no road, there is no water, there is no school, no hospital. We provide these things wherever we are deployed. So it makes it extremely difficult for us to do that, but we're doing the best we can. And you can see that within this period, we have taken over 300 bandit leaders, Boko Haram commanders, all criminals, both militants are also affecting our crude oil production. And we're doing so much. In the south side, the production has increased because following the president's mandate, we have taken action and we're doing very well. Asymmetric warfare is not a warfare that you just switch on like on and off today. No. It's a gradual thing, because again, you are dealing with people that have ideology and you cannot read everybody's mind. So it makes it extremely difficult. But
did you hear that? That they are dealing with people that have ideology. You see, when they are telling you about their battles, their fight, their this, their that, they are not telling you about the insecurity they are fighting against the people in the north, against the terrorists, against the Boko Haram. No. They are telling you about the insecurity. They are telling you about the insecurity they created, they formed, they established in Biafra land. That is what they are telling you about. So when you hear them talk about insecurity, you think they are telling you about the north. It's not about the north. It's about what they are doing in Biafra land. That is what I want us to understand. So it's not about insecurity. You think they are fighting Dogogide. They are fighting against ISWAP, ISIS, or whoever. No, it's just the insecurity against or fight against the people of Biafra. That is what they are telling you about. Well, we will continue to listen to Musa again and again. We will continue. Let's go. Listen to him again. After this video, there's a second one.
We're doing the best and we're succeeding.
Interesting stuff. So you actually alluded to the, let's say, superpowers military budget. For instance, just like you mentioned, the United States, 794 billion, according to 2023 reports. China, 292 billion. India, 81 billion. United Kingdom, $69 billion. Talking in dollar terms, are you saying, are you invariably saying that the budget we are having for our military is not sufficient? And if that is the case, how are you working with the federal government to ensure that adequate budget is given to the military in order to prosecute war against insurgents?
Yeah, considering the economic situation in the country, we cannot have everything that we need. So we're making do with what we have. And we're happy that the president has signed up the bill for DICON to start. Now we're working, their companies, original manufacturers that have actually moved in. They are coming into the country to produce those equipments. I mean, that's the best solution. Once we're able to get our equipments produced here in Nigeria, we can use them, we'll be at, we'll be able to use them to project our wars. And then we'll also be able to extend such to other countries, which will also earn more foreign exchange for the country. Issues of employment will be provided. So it's going to be a win-win thing for us, and that's why it's very important that we continue doing that.
Okay. Now we will listen to the other side of the video. Now I want to hear is where he defined self-defense. Listen to him.
I just want you to give proper context to what you mentioned with regards to self-defense, that it's a right for everyone. And there are those who might be watching and would want to understand what you mean by it is a right and that people should be able to defend themselves, putting a proper context to it.
Are you listening to the question? It's a right for people to defend themselves, but you will hear Musa's response and you will shock. You will hear Musa's response, you go shock. You go hear Musa's response, you go shock. Listen.
Okay, I just want you to give proper context to what you mentioned with regards to self-defense, that it's a right for everyone. And there are those who might be watching and would want to understand what you mean by it is a right and that people should be able to defend themselves, putting a proper context to it. Right.
Yes, what we're saying is that the state governments working with the members of the armed forces should be able to develop the capacity for us to select young men that will be able to train them, those ones that we know that are disciplined, are committed, and then they will be able to assist us in ensuring that they can give us early warning. They will be able to identify where these terrorists are and be able to identify them and tell us. And then working together, we'll be able to get them. It has worked. We have worked with this in the south, in the northeast, exceptionally. It has worked very well. What we don't want is.
I beg, una they hear them. Una hear Musa very well. You hear them very well. Listen again.
Identify where these terrorists are and be able to identify them and tell us. And then working together, we'll be able to get them. It has worked. We have worked with this in the south, in the northeast, exceptionally. It has worked very well. What we don't want is to make it ethnic. We don't want only one ethnic group there. No, that causes another problem because one ethnic group, the other ethnic group will look at it as if they're being targeted. It must be holistic. Everybody within that community must come together to be able to come and give us early warnings, to do some things to give us early warning before so that we can treat as quickly as possible.
That's right. So you're talking about...
No, that is not right. Now, I want you to see definition or meaning of self-defense. Now, the dictionary says that self-defense. Why no? You know the fool. Okay, hold on. Let me reduce it. It's too wide. Just a moment. I just want us to be sure so that it will not seem as if someone is just mistaken. What is the meaning of self-defense? Now, here it is. Let's begin from here. Okay. Why is it doing all this now? Why? Okay, I believe it's better like this. He said, what is the meaning of self-defense? He said, self-defense is the use of reasonable force to protect oneself or members of the family from bodily harm from the attack of an aggressor if the defender has reasons to believe he or she or they are in danger. Self-defense is a common defense by a person accused of assault, betrayal, or homicide. I believe it is clear. Now, what did the Musa tell you when they asked him if the people have right to self-defense? He said, they have to work with us. So instead of you, he is telling you this is how they brainwash people. He is now educating people on self-defense, that self-defense is you volunteering yourself to work with them, so they will train you, so that you will be telling them, see, this one is Simon Ekpa brother. That one is Simon Ekpa. No, they not even call us Simon. That one is criminal in Finland, brother. That one is working with criminal in Finland. This is what Musa is defining for the people as self-defense. That they have used it in the South North, it worked for them. So they are coming to use it in Biafra land. My advice to everybody in Biafra land is this: any day you choose to stand with anybody against the Biafran army, against the restoration of Biafra, directly or indirectly, I want you to know that that day your end is very close. And when you fall, let nobody look for whom to blame. Don't ever go click to this Musa advice, because if you do, now you know what you get. Now you know what you go see. I just want us to see. I'm going to allow it to play now from the beginning to end. I'm not touching it again. This is the point I want us to get. This is the misinformation they are giving to people. And this is why they will gather people to tell them they are giving you social media orientation. Imagine in a country where you have conduct bureau. I believe Nigeria, yes, Nigeria have conduct bureau. I think they have social affairs something, minister for social something like that. And the military is coming to tell people, to educate people, to teach people, to guide people on how to conduct, how to go out, how to come in, what to say, what not to say in social media. So when he come out to tell you that self-defense means working with the Nigerian army, giving yourself, being truthful, working with them, collaborating with them to fish out the enemy. Who are the enemy? Who are the enemy? Thank you, NK. Thank you so much. It's for we, make we they see, make we they hear, make we they understand. Because when we talk, our people don't want to listen to us. Our people don't want to believe us. They believe in following the people they don't even know. People are keyed into what Major General Musa is teaching them today. That self-defense is when you walk with them. For where that one happened now, for where that one happened, say you have to work with Musa, you have to work with police. I will play the video again, so we go see the people that work with them, how they ended up. I'll be playing that video every time, so that our people will be seeing it. When you work with the enemy against your own family, where you will end up. Listen to Musa before we go to that video again. Listen to him.
I just want you to give proper context to what you mentioned with regards to self-defense, that it's a right for everyone. And there are those who might be watching and would want to understand what you mean by it is a right and that people should be able to defend themselves, putting a proper context to it. Right.
Yes, what we're saying is that the state governments working with the members of the armed forces should be able to develop the capacity for us to select young men that will be able to train them, those ones that we know that are disciplined, are committed, and then they will be able to assist us in ensuring that they can give us early warning, they will be able to identify where these terrorists are and be able to identify them and tell us, and then working together we'll be able to get them.
Yes, my brother, when they are telling you terrorists, it's me and you that are calling terrorists. It's me and you that are calling terrorists, bro. They are not telling you about the terrorists that are getting reintegrated into their army, into their police, and so on and so forth. No, that are getting forgiven, that are getting mercy. No, they are telling you about me and you that is fighting for our freedom. They are not telling you about the terrorists that is fighting, the terrorists like this that is having a portion of gold mine in Nigeria, where Musa is a chief commander officer of the nation, chief defense officer of a nation, and you are here educating us on self-defense. When somebody like this 10 is there mining your gold, signing contracts to Chinese people, and you cannot do anything. And he told you that he is the king of the forest, that if you feel you are a man, you should come and stop him from mining the gold. You could not stop him. What stops Nigeria army from going to that gold mine and they seal it and they put their guard there? I want us to get our common senses together and they make sense out of this. Somebody, this person now, Dogogide, Bello Tuji, sorry, this one is Bello Tuji. Bello Tuji have his gold mine, Dogogide have his own. All of them have portions in the north where they mine gold. I think mostly in Zamfara state. Government of Nigeria did not go to that gold mine to place seal. They did not go there to place their security personnel to guard and protect it from these criminals, from these terrorists. No. But they will come out and tell you they are looking for them. You are looking for people you know where they mine gold. You are looking for people you know their houses. You are looking for people. Didn't we see Zamfara state governor come to tell you that they know them, they live in the same community, they know their houses, they know their fathers, they know their children, they drink together, they live, they know them as government, not even as an individual. That they know them, but they cannot arrest them. This is a country, and today we see UN praising Nigeria for integrating them into the society. Listen to Musa.
It has worked. We have worked with this in the south, in the northeast. Exceptionally, it has worked very well. What we don't want is to make it ethnic. We don't want only one ethnic group there. No, that causes another problem, because one ethnic group, the other ethnic group will look at it as if they're being targeted. It must be holistic. Everybody within that community must come together to be able to come and give us early warnings, to do some things to give us early warning before, so that we can treat as quickly as possible.
That's right. So you're talking about avoidance of ethnic coloration or coloration. Biluturji, which you mentioned earlier, he has become a hydra-headed monster, and he's accusing the incumbent governor of Zamfara State and his predecessor that they are politicizing the issue of insurgents in the state. And because of, he now said, if the military cease to attack the ethnic group dominant there, I don't want to mention the name because we don't want to just give ethnic color to all of this. But looking at your own extensive experience as a former theater commander of Operation Hadinkai.
But my question is this, Obias, I see you there. If you are just joining us, thank you so much for coming. Like the video. If you are just joining me, like this video for me. I beg you. Now, these journalists, why can't they ask Musa again to please, can you come back to the question and give us the answer? Define this self-defense for us very clearly. He was the one that told them about self-defense, and they're asking him to please explain it. He did not. He is telling you that self-defense is working with the military to get terrorists. Common sense tells you what is self-defense mean. You don't need to collaborate or liars or key into anybody's idea to save yourself, to defend yourself. We know this. Common sense. And these journalists wear big tie, wear big suit to sit down, they blow big grammar. You cannot tell him to. This is why the journalists in Nigeria, Mazenan, they cannot say, give them brown envelope, they will testify to the goodness of Satan.
How are you adapting, different strategies in getting to places that are hard to reach, like the Lake Chad region, in prosecuting this war against insurgents, so that Nigerians will see that, yes, certainly we are seeing that you're working, but then you're working and sustaining the gains that you're achieving?
Yeah, very well. Most of the areas, because of the terrain, you talked about the Lake Chad area. You know how difficult that area is. Over time, it's a very dense area. It's waterlogged, and most of the areas are marshy. So we have adopted different means of approaching those things, using helicopters, using drones to do project our operation, and then now moving lights. Because again, with the rainy season, most of the areas now are very highly wet, and makes movement very difficult. So we go light, we go dismounted, we go on foot, just to make sure that we're able to address these issues quickly. And then appearing in programs like this, where Nigerians watch and see that they equally have a right, they have a responsibility to also support the security forces wherever they are. When you see something going wrong, report as quickly as possible. And the reporting is not only against the terrorists, but also against our own personnel that are doing things that are illegal. We take quick action to ensure that our men also remain above board, because we don't want them to be also doing the same thing we are going against other people for. So we must be professional in our conduct.
General, one of your predecessors said recently, that is the former Chief of Army Staff, and that's Danjuma. Gave an impression that it's just easy for you to get rid of these bandits. So you should do that in a jiffy. Do you think the guy is out of touch? I know he was never involved in this kind of battle. You talked about fighting battles that are not conventional, and so on. He was a conventional soldier. He fought in wars, other than taking part in coups. Was it grand? Do you think Danjuma was grandstanding when he made that statement, or is out of touch?
No. I think it just means that as a Nigerian, he's just concerned about the situation on ground, and he wants peace.
Did you hear him? He said he just when you look at the answer, the way he was trying to answer, he don't have the word. He was like before he will get something he want to lie about. Now listen to Danjuma's statement. Listen.
State is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state, and of course,
this state is under assault. There is an attempt of ethnic cleansing
in all the riverine states of Nigeria.
Where is the riverine states? The people that call themselves Tompolo, that is building houses for these people. You see, no matter whatever your offense is, you can never fight against your own land. No matter what your grievances are. And the Tompolo today is working with Nigeria because the criminals, DOS, we are fighting against him. We are sabotaging the relationship he had with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, after he has fought for his release. Because initially, they never assumed, wished, thought that Nnamdi Kanu would get released then. So they were surprised how managed Tompolo, that is nobody coming to go. We don't even have anything with you. You come out and say you want Nnamdi Kanu release. They got angry with Tompolo. They fought anything that will bring Tompolo close to Nnamdi Kanu. Then Tompolo got angry and said, I was fighting because I thought you are my brother. Since these criminals that surround you are making you to look like God of heaven, make I stay my own. No. That is why today Tompolo is working with Nigeria. But one good thing you will see is that Tompolo don't have anything against coming of Biafra. He's not fighting against coming of Biafra. Not like the other sagged bag of water. So what did he say about the riverine state? Who are in the riverine state? Asale Dokubo is there. And what is he saying? That, listen to him.
It is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state, and of course, in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
I believe it is clear. Then you will hear what Musa is telling you here. That he is just concerned as a good person. I know him. Listen back again. You don't blame the journalists because they are doing what they were paid to do. Remember, you want to be sure? I will give you a video where a journalist was complaining that they don't have right to do the needful. I will show you the video before we go. Listen to him again. Tell you about what this man just said. That he's just somebody that have it's just not it's nothing. That he's just telling you in boom 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 that this thing means nothing. He's just expressing his belief. But the man, they tell you the truth. Do you know what it means for somebody to come out and accuse you, Musa, and your Nigerian army, that you collaborate, you collude, you join hands, you walk side by side, hand in hand, in eliminating billions of people with the terrorists, the bandits? You call them anything, Funani bandit or Funani terrorists or anything you won't call them. And you come here, you are stammering and telling us it's nothing serious. That is what Musa is saying. In a nutshell, Musa is telling you that what this man said is not serious. It's not something we should begin to talk about or elaborate or look into or even talk. You don't need to bring this kind of question because it's irrelevant. That's what Musa is telling you here. Listen to the question.
Do you think the guy is out of touch? I know he was never involved in this kind of battle. You talked about fighting battles that are not conventional, and so on. He was a conventional soldier. He fought in wars, other than taking part in coups. Was he grand? Do you think Danjuma was grandstanding when he made that statement, or is out of touch?
No. I think it just means that as a Nigerian, he's just concerned about the situation on ground and he wants peace. We know how Nigeria used to be, how peaceful Nigeria. So I think every Nigerian wants Nigeria to return back to that peaceful nature, and I think that's what he's just saying. Like I mentioned earlier, conventional warfare is a lot different from unconventional warfare. Conventional, you know your enemy is a country that wants to take over somebody's country. You go there, you fight, and you end it. Now, asymmetric warfare is different because you are dealing first from within. The enemy is within. And the only way to identify him is when you see him armed. And he knows that and he understands that. So he's taking advantage of that. If he's not armed, you cannot do anything. I'm sure you've had several situations where military actions are taken and then they come out to say, no, they are pure civilians. No. We have seen situations where we attack them, they are with arms. Before we get there, the civilians will get from that area, will take the weapons, go and hide them and tell you they are civilians. It has happened several occasions. So we are not only fighting the terrorists, we are also fighting our own. There are individuals that don't want this to end. There are people that are benefiting from what is going on, and they feel that the only way they can do that is to continue to make the military look bad, to continue to denigrate our own military and discourage our personnel. Well, we are professionals, good news for them, we will not relent, we will continue to do, we will remain very focused. And we want to safeguard every Nigerian. We will respect every human right, but like we always say, the friend of a thief is a thief. So anyone that is found supporting these guys, either directly or indirectly, giving them arms, meeting with them, giving them supplies, you are also a terrorist, you are a bandit, and you'll be treated as such.
A friend of a thief is a thief. And we heard Major General here telling you that you collude with them, you work with them in buying people. That means you are one of them, Musa. And we heard the governor of Zamfara say, telling us that you people cannot fight these people because you are one. Now, talking about journalists, listen to journalists. Listen.
The Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to unveil his administration's plan and agenda for safeguarding journalists and media workers in Nigeria. Comrade Jide Oyekunle, chairman of FCT Correspondents Chapel, and Raphael Oni, secretary, made this call in a joint statement marking World Press Freedom Day, today Friday. The union decried the toxic and hostile environment in which Nigerian journalists operate, describing it as absurd, ridiculous, and unacceptable. The NUJ urged President Tinubu to implement comprehensive safety measures to enable journalists to perform their essential role in democracy. In fact, they said, let me quote a little bit from that publication. Quoting this, it says, "Today we join the global community in marking World Press Freedom Day, we remind the Nigerian government of its legal obligation to defend and protect the fundamental rights of Nigerians, including press freedom and freedom of expression, as enshrined in Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution and Article 19 of the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The statement reads, the NUJ
Allah, sorry about that. So sorry about that. I don't know what happened. The thing just went off, boom. But it's all the same. You heard it anywhere. No point of going back to the video. You heard it that the journalists don't have their own right. And there's a video I want us to see before we go. I want us to see this video before we go. I want you to see this video and understand what I am saying. And what am I saying? I want us to understand that this is the same thing we are talking about. Musa is telling you, these are the kind of people Musa have deceived. Musa have brainwashed, telling them that self-defense is working with the Nigeria army against your own people. Now, this is a traditional chief, His Highness or Excellency or His Lordship or Lordshipness. I don't know the one where you want to be. Make an answer. Anyone you like. He is telling you how they join hands with the Nigeria army commander to fight against Biafra. And after they have joined hands in fighting against Biafra, ESNO, IPOBO, Nnamdi Kanu, call it anything, the same people, the same army don't come back to their land, come to wipe them away. Listen to him. My point is that they join hands to fight against the coming of Biafra. Today he is crying by the same people he fought with against Biafra. Listen to him.
Community. I am so bitter. I'm the one of Ajama of autonomous community. I am so bitter. I am so bitter that even for me to have to cry at this age, I've never seen this thing. This is for my 70 years, and I've never seen this thing. Tears come into my ears, except what is happening in my community now. It made me to cry because it has never been heard or seen that somebody it surprises me that the money is ruling the world. If not so, how can the commander of Octopus came and arrest my people, neighborhood, that helped Enugu State in everybody, the army and the police to chase away IPOB. They are now charging them that the IPOB terrorists and all this thing because I refuse to yield to his demand. It is unbearable. I don't know. I don't know whether we still have a hope in this country. But well, that is why I'm crying for the press to help me shout, let the world hear.
Is it clear? They don't go join hands, fight freedom finish, fight against freedom finish. Now, the thing we hold them, we don't leave them. When we tell you that these people will use you, after using you, they go trash you. You don't understand them. I beg anywhere you are watching from, try and like this video for me. There be John Mark, John Frank, Ndewuno, Umuchineke. I greet every one of you. Sammy, thank you for all your comments. All of you that are on comment section, I appreciate all of you. And I must say thank you so much. I have to drop this program here. Make I draw this curtain here. So I will fit do one or two things and be able to come back again. Sylvester and they will. I beg, just try and like the video for me. That's all you can do for me. Even if you know, share them, just like them. And then from Twitter, try and share. If you are watching for Twitter, Facebook, just share them. It don't cost you anything. I must say thank you so much. Biafra needs your support fully, not just so anyhow, full support. If you watch this video from beginning to this end and you never understand why you must support your own freedom, say, I don't know what to tell you again, but it's now or never. Thank you so much, my people. God bless you all. Bye for now.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man.